Hi folks, well the grapes are early this year, so it's time to start the wild grape harvest. In fact, I've already harvested some, not from this batch, but from another spot here of wild grapes. And in fact, we've already put away 14 quarts of grape drink already. So this is actually my second day of doing any kind of picking. I waited a few days till these clusters would get more ripe. You can see some of them are pretty big. It's going to be a good year for grapes, and I've got some that are still pretty green that'll be a week or so yet. And of course my domestic grapes, those Concord grapes that I planted, they're later in the fall. So going to have a lot for grape drink or grape juice or grape wine or grape jelly. So I'll come back to you with more as we harvest. So the grape harvest is going very well. Here are two big pans of grapes that I picked yesterday, and these are all washed and ready to go. This amount here will probably give us maybe 20 quarts of grape drink. We're doing the grape drink first, and then later on in the harvest we'll start juicing. But they're all very good size this year, very aromatic. It's just a great year for grapes, so I'm thankful for that. Got a lot more to go. I've got some patches of the wild grapes that haven't even turned yet from being green, so the harvest is gonna extend probably a few weeks. And of course my Concords, they won't come in until probably the end of September, I would think, but we'll see. But this is amazing. Again, we're still in August, and the grapes are really coming well. I'll give you an idea of the size of these bowls. And the clusters seem to be bigger this year than you usually don't have as big a clusters with wild grapes as you do with the commercial ones, you know, the domestically grown ones. But it makes it a whole lot easier if they come in clusters. It's less time picking. So that's what we're working on, and I just want to give you an update. I'll show you when we get more of this process. Like I said, maybe 20 more quarts out of this. We've already done 14, so we'll see how we finish this up and move on to the next phase. I'll come back. Hi folks, well as you can see, grape harvest has progressed pretty well. We've got I think almost 35-40 jars of the grape drink with sugar in it, and my wife also did another 14 jars of sugar free for her. You can make it that way, and then that way if you're diabetic or you just don't like the sugar, or you want to add it to taste when you're drinking it, or use fake sugar, you can do it that way. So that's where we stand, and if you'll hang on for just a minute here. As you can see, the grape harvest is continuing to be abundant. These were picked over the last couple days, and we've got plenty of drink. So now what I'm doing is I've got the juicer out and I've started to juice them. I will put them into put the juice into gallon freezer bags and freeze them, and then this juice can be used for jelly or winemaking or whatever we want to use it for. But it's been an incredible year for grapes, and for the wild, and these are all the wild ones yet. And as you can see, the size of some of those are pretty impressive too. So I'm thrilled with the kind of grapes we're getting this year. So we just need to get them all processed and used. We'll be enjoying the grape drink and the grape jelly for at least a year anyway. All right, I will come back to you maybe after some of this is done. Well, there we go. Those two big bowls of grapes produced, it's a little more than a gallon, I guess, of grape juice. I don't fill gallon bags completely full, so maybe it's a gallon and a quarter, I'm not sure total, but I put it in two bags. So we will have plenty of juice to make jelly and wine or whatever else cooking kinds of grape things we're going to make. So I think I'll wrap this video series up for the grape harvest this year. I know I have many more grapes to go. May do one later when the Concord grapes come in, the commercial ones that I have planted, but they won't come in until the end of September. So at any rate, another good year for grapes, and we'll be enjoying it. So I hope you, where you live, have wild grapes growing too. They're definitely worth taking the time to harvest and process. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like, share our videos to others who are living out in the country on a shoestring.